Hi guys, this is Sherry and I want to share with you the wedding album that I created. I did create this a while ago, but I just haven't had time to do the video, and I'm going to do it today and upload it right away. So I hope you enjoy it. Sit back and relax. Okay, so this was made for a friend's wedding. Sorry, a friend of a friend. So the friend requested that I make a scrapbook album. He trusts me and he totally left me to my own ways, and that was totally cool. I actually asked him to give me an SD card so that I could print the photos out myself, and I could select the sizes and whatnot, because I didn't like last time when I made it I had all 4x6s, and then you want to kind of make them smaller or bigger depending on what you want. So I like that. And here I've just taken an envelope and I taped the SD card using some washi tape here. And so I'll hand it to him that way. And I've just included some of the leftover photos that I had, because obviously I like to have choice. And he had just the right amount of photos. Like, he didn't have too many, but he had just enough, and they were really nice, so I was happy with that. And I've used this shredded paper, and I just put it into the bag that I will give the album in. And it looks like this. This is a Body Shop bag, actually. And what I've did is I've taken my Grand Nestabilities Labels 1 die, and I've cut it out in the paper collection, which is the little black dress from Basic Grey. The reason why I chose that was because when I was looking through the pictures and I saw that they were black, white, or cream, and then red. So I went with the cream and black and red theme throughout. It's really hard for me to go with white when something is cream, and I just felt it worked a little bit better. I was going to use some plain one, but I'm really happy with this choice, and it came together so nicely. So it looks like this, and this is the Basic Grey Open Scallop doily in the oval. And I think this is the Sweet Stack. There's the gray die here, and then this one on the inside. And then I used the letters from the collection just to spell it, Oh Happy Day. I have some lace that I've just tied on the top, and there's the album, as you can see. The back just looks like this. I've cut out another one and I've layered that on the back. I like the Grand Nestabilities dies because you can use about half of them in your Big Shot or Vagabond. And that way, like, don't be afraid, just think because you don't have the Big Shot Pro you can't use them. That's not true. You can use at least half of them in your machine, and it really does, like, give you good selection. Like, if you're making this, if you have one of those chipboard albums, you could totally, like, just cut out this side and then put it right on, and then you wouldn't have to, like, trim all the sides and do all that hard work. If you wanted to just make it easy, you could die cut and be done with it instead of trying to go through. In my case, I went with the Basic Grey black chipboard album that they had, the blackboard albums, and I really liked that, but I had to trim each and every page and then do some inking with the antique linen distress stain. So this is the front of the album. I love how it turned out. Because it was creams, I did add some browns too. And here's, I just went with gold letters that Scrappin' and Rappin' sent to me a while back. Really like them. And then these are cardstock, or these are the collection die cut stickers that they include, and then as well as this one on the back here. And I've used it as an anchor to keep everything. It's hard to see, but on the inside here I used my Nestabilities die to cut out some of that lace applique, and then I've Mod Podged it all down. And because I actually stickled these with the gold iridescent stickles that I had, but because it was not dry when I Mod Podged, I ended up getting stickles everywhere around the outside, and I really like how that turned out. I was totally, like, happy with it. So here's the little charm that I made on the side. It looks like this, and I went with gold to match really nicely, and I've just got a pearl and a topper and this really pretty crystal and a heart locket with the key, and this one says love on it, and I usually use that one when I'm doing a lovey one. And then on the ring, there are two rings, but just in the top one I've put some lace with some burgundy or maroon maybe a wine red, let's say, and then like this satin red ribbon. So I liked how it turned out. All my flowers are from Recollections or Wild Orchid Crafts. Wild Orchid Crafts is cool because you can buy a mixed collection of like all browns or like all creams or whatever you want to go with. And I like that. So like all of these come from Wild Orchids there. And then I've added rhinestones in the center. Okay, let's open it up. So here's the first page, and I have my rectangular labels die here from Spellbinders. I've just rounded the edges with my corner rounder. This is a paper tray ink die that I've cut out, and I just used one of the die cut tags that they have from the collection and put that on front. So she can write like the date or time, like that kind of thing on herself. I just thought because I wasn't sure of the information, I would leave it for her. And then I used one of those other die cut tags that they include in the collection, and I stamped a wedding, and then I put some of these Recollections pearls that Sherry recommended were really good for weddings. And then here I have the labels ones. I have both sets, like I have the big and small one, so I can layer them, and I also cut out the photo. I really like how it lays on each other, and this was a really nice picture. Obviously, she is the friend of the friend who asked me to make this album, so I focused a lot of pictures on her, and plus, it's the bride's day, right? Here's a flourish that I've cut out from the Immortal Matte Stack. I wasn't sure if I was going to use random paper in my collection, or if I could find something, and I was out shopping while I was trying to kill time before I went to cooking class, and I found an Immortal stack, matte stack in Tokyo Hands, I think it was. No, it was the Loft in Yokohama. And then I picked that up, and I really like the colors, and I thought that would be perfect for it. So score. All my mats and stuff have been cut out. I just went and did a multi-mass die cutting at the same time to get it all done. And there's some Wild Orchid Crafts flowers there. And the next one I've just kept square, and I used the bracket die from MFT here with a long flat type swirl just to, you know, accent. And then I've got some Recollections and Wild Orchids and this Fancy Flourish, which I super love and is very elegant. Then I have my MFT tag here, or no, this is a PTI tag. I can't tell you what number it is. And this one is the one of the bride, and I poked out the holes on it. And then I've just stamped bride at the bottom with a bow at the top. And then this one, of course, is the groom. And I've left it so that the holes did not come out. And I really like that. So they will go back into there. And she can write her own information, or, you know, they can write what they were thinking or whatever lovey thing they want to do. And then I think these are Wild Orchid Crafts hydrangeas. I'm not sure. But anyways, I stamped this wedding cake here because that's what they're doing in this picture. They're cutting the cake, and I like how she's looking towards the camera. And then I've got this big swirl, and then this is an oval Nestabilities die. Open scallop oval die. And I just used the oval dies to cut out the inside of, or the picture there. And then this one here, we've got some nice ones. I used that one, I think I mixed some MFT dies to do this. So I used one of the dies that I had to cut out that oval. The reason why I just have her in this actually is because the groom was blurry, but I used that to my own advantage, and I used that to cut out a picture of her, which I think is beautiful. Just look at those red flowers and everything. I think the setting he used when he took that was the red accents, so it really brought out the color, and I like that. And then I've used another one of these long dies to layer with, and then I've got some silver red ones here. And then I made a tag, and then there's the two of them, and I've just rounded the corners. And then on the back I've just put Adore and then the champagne bottle. And I used that tag to cover up the back of that brad. And this is the MFT tag, you're it. And it slides perfectly into this one, which is the PTI seed packet die. So very cool. This is also a PTI PTI die here, and then I've got the champagne glasses. So this was the champagne and champagne glasses to go along. And then this one I used some Lindy's two-tone embossing powder, and it says Ticket to My Heart. And it's kind of actually silver meets green, but it goes nicely just because this page is very kind of gray and it gives a little bit of extra color. And then I use half of this bling to kind of accent coming out the corner here. And then this one, I had a group photo shot and I really like that one. And there's my friend here, and then they go around and you get to take a picture of each table. And I use this mini monarch butterfly. No, it's not a butterfly. I always want to say butterfly, but it's MFT's mini monarch border. And I used some of the sticker from the die cut sticker sheet that they had, and then open it up, and then there's another sticker with a flower, and then a picture of my friend with his friend and new husband. The next page is just got family, and I didn't find that we had good pictures of family. I think it's actually really hard to take nice pictures at weddings because you're really kind of involved and you get excited. And the last time I went to my friend's wedding, I took horrible pictures. I was too excited and I couldn't focus properly, and all of them look so blurry. There's another one of those die cut tags, and I've put this really nice brad there, and I just left it plain. And I added the corner accent just to add something there. And I look at that one girl, she's got a little tear on. So cute, eh? There she is again. And then there's the bride with her family, and then his family. And Dad's talking. So I left that one just plain because I wanted to, you know, to focus on the family and nothing else. And there he is again doing his speech. And then I just added the tag in there. Nothing extra. And then this one, the bride is shedding a few tears, so that's caught on camera, and then I've layered it with this Nestabilis die and add some accent here with some, this is a Recollections. I like these netting flowers, and then these are Wild Orchid Crafts. And here is the MFT banner die, Nestability dies that they have. And I like this. I actually used it to layer. And what I did is I folded over the top. I folded the top one down and I used it to create a flap. So I think that worked really nice. So it's really simple, and I didn't have much space to add anything else. I've just got some bling going along the bottom and a couple black and red flowers there. That's a nice picture of them too. And then I added this piece, which I think is the card. Oh, sorry, it's the die cut label from the pack, and I've just cut down the sides because I think there might have been something on the bottom here. I'm not sure, but anyways, I just thought that would add a little bit more instead of having plain white because I don't like that the way that it looks. But if you look on this picture, it's not like the best picture, but I love how like her reflection is shown here in this mirror. And I just thought that was really nice. And she's looking at her husband, but you can see like the side view of her. So that's really cool. And then here's Grandma and some relatives there, and they're holding the flowers. And then it has a Velcro, and it opens up, and she's thanking the Grandma and Mom there. And then this side just has a sticker flower there. So like that. And then the last page looks like this. And I've used the PTI, one of those small frames that they have, and I like that one. I couldn't fit the bigger piece in just because I didn't have the space. I focused on the pictures first, and I went with the square open scallop doily, or open scallop square, I should say. And then I didn't have space for anything else really over here for a label, but I like that It's Your Day word perfectly. And then I added some big flowers and mix and match with the leaves to accent in the corner. And then this one's really pretty too. If you can see, he's got his eyes closed, but again, we've had some of that color accents with the red to bring out that pop of color. And I just did one of those large fancy flourishes, or whatever they're called, from MFT, and some of that fleur swirl from Recollections with some flowers. So that is there. And then the back is left plain. I didn't add my name because she doesn't know me and I didn't think it was important. And I want it to be for my friend. This one already has the rings on it, but I was able to cut out the circle around it really carefully. I thought I wasn't going to be able to do that, but it went really well. And I like how it has this glossy finish from the Mod Podge. So I'm just going to go backwards one more time for you. I like how that works. This one, yeah. There. So that really only took me like a day and a half to complete, and the mass die cutting was really easy for me. And then I just basically I picked out all the pictures, and then luckily it all came together, and I really enjoyed making this, and I'm so proud of this. It came out perfectly. Like, there was no boo-boos at all, except for that one flower which wants to come off. I might have to hot glue it. But that's it. Thank you guys for taking a peek, and I'll be talking to you later. Bye bye.